This video will focus on the project task module, where it can be found, how you can edit and add new items, and how you can display the high-level view of your project schedule, which is useful for anybody that can access VPO and show project staff approximately where we are within the project. So once you get into any project, you'll see right off the bat your project summary, which consists of multiple high-level tasks, which are known as your project tasks. These are activities that take a significant duration. Again, the major activities that consist of the project. So on the Alinda Phase 2 closure project, we have our main duration of the project here from January 16th to 3/21/2018. And this project consists of a significant portion and area for LFG. A large quantity of dirt needs to be relocated for a ultimate stockpile. We got multiple work areas in which they're going to have to provide final cover as a closure. And then we have a couple basins that we have to be working on, along with some water line, and then finally drainage and erosion control. So again, these are your project tasks. And to get to the project tasks, we could go up here to the project workflows tab and just scroll down to project tasks here. So I'm going to show you how we can add, modify, and delete items from our project tasks, which again will show up on our timeline. And then you can modify them to any colors or font or size or anything like that that you prefer. So to start, we go down here to New Task. Click on that. You can enter your project task. And then when you scroll over to the description box, this is where you want to provide some kind of description of what each of these project tasks includes. So for the basin D, we'll just kind of put what that includes. And then also within the project description, you can start putting down dates of when they started excavation or when they started pouring concrete. Any of those, I guess, sub-milestone dates for each activities. Alright, so now you want to enter your start date, which we can see from the description started on 4/12 and is scheduled to finish on 9/29, which I pulled from their latest monthly update. Priority is normal, percent complete, or that'll autofill in there once we save it. Typically we don't assign project tasks to anybody, but you could put Sukid here if you wanted and just CC anybody else that you feel needs to be included on this. And then the task status would currently be in progress. So now we would save that. And you'll notice it did not show up on the timeline. So if you scroll down here and you go to the Basin D operations training, you'll see the ellipsis. If you click on that, now you have an option to add to the timeline. And you can see it right here. So once your new project task has been added to the timeline, if you click on it, you'll notice a new tab pop up here. And this is similar to Microsoft Office, in which you can start editing your colors or your font or anything of that nature until you have it displayed the way you like. A few other options once you've clicked on your project task that you can modify are things like your task dates, which will show you or hide the task dates here under each of these projects. Your start and finish would basically be your NTP date and the completion date, which you may have noticed disappeared on the far ends of this chart. You can hide the today bar by turning that off, and then your time scale, which is basically the dates across the top of the chart. Here you can format how you want your dates to appear. You can display it as a bar chart, or you can have each of the individual tasks. You'll notice our task is now pulled out here up at the top. And then you could also remove it from the timeline if you want to do that. And again, to bring that back up there, you could simply click on your ellipse and then add it back to the timeline, which will be right here. Similar to any other module, if you want to modify or delete any of these items within the project tasks, you can click into the item and hit the edit item. If you want to adjust some date ranges or anything like that, I mentioned earlier that I kind of update these on a monthly basis with each of the monthly schedules. So if a date gets pushed back, I can modify the due date, or if it starts later than originally expected, I can edit that as well. Or if you want to delete the item, you can get into it and just click delete item, and it'll send it to the recycling bin.